So the reason why I said the list allows duplicate is because they are indexed. Now I added another apple here. So I have two apples. I have two apples. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is apple 0 and this is apple 5. So this is 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the index number is what is making this element different. So now, if I call out fruit, let me do something. If I call out fruit 0, it's going to return apple for me. If I call out fruit 5, it is going to return apple. Can you see that it is working with the index number? So that is the difference. That is why I said list allows duplicate. So let's move down to slicing. So slicing allows you to get access to the part of the list elements. Let me make it as a markdown. So slicing allows you to get access to parts of the list elements. So what I mean by that is, so I have a list called fruit. So now let's say I want to bring out the fruit from apple down to banana. I don't want to include pineapple and apple, the last apple here. So I can just slice out the fruits I want to see. So to slice it out, I'm going to say fruits into square bracket 0. So because I want to slice from here to banana, so I'm going to count 0, 1, 2, 3. So this is my starting point, which is 0. Then I'll say 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 means it is stopping here. I'm asking it to stop here and not include apple. So it's going to just slice it from apple down to banana. So let's run it. Can you see? If I want to include pineapple, I'm going to pass in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Something like fruits 0, 5. This is going to pick from here down to pineapple and not include apple. So this is it. Can you see? And if you want, there's what we call, this is fruit. If I say fruit 0 into ratio, this means that I'm calling out all the fruits. I'm calling out the fruit from 0 to the last element there. Can you see? And you can also do it this way. Fruits from, let's say I want to slice from apple to cherry. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3. Just need to pass in the 3. So you need to pick it from the start to the index number 3. Do you get? So this is how slicing works. You can just use the slicer to get access to part of the list elements. Then we have next thing here is adding an element to a list using append and insert. So I'm still using my variable fruit. So if I want to add another fruit to this list, let's say I want to add grapes to this fruit here. I can't just come here and add, I can't just come here and add apple and add fruits. I can't come here and just add grapes. They're wrong. It doesn't work that way. So you have to use the append or insert method and the start method here. So now I want to add grapes to this existing list. So I'm going to say fruit. Then fruit dot append. So append is another method on list. I explained method before during the introduction, that's string methods part. I said anytime you are dealing with append, anything that has to do with method, you have to use your parentheses. You have to use your parentheses whenever you are working with any method. So append and insert now, they are also methods under lists. So fruit, I'm calling out the variable fruit dot append. So now I'm going to add in the fruit I want to add to this existing fruit here, which is grapes. So if I run this and I call out, I ran the code now, but it is not showing anything. So that means that I just executed the query. Now I have to call out the variable, which is fruit. So now can you see? This is the initial fruits we have. I'm using the append method to add another fruit called grapes to this existing fruit. So fruit dot append, then I passed in the fruit I want to add. So now I have the grapes here. So I now have 7 fruits here. So another way of adding an element to a list is by using insert. So the difference between append and insert is append is going to add the element as the last element in your list, but this insert is going to allow you to position your elements. It allows you to position where you want your elements to be. Something like this. If I say I want to add, let's say pears I want it to be between, let's say avocado. I want avocado to be in between mango and cherry. That is 0, 1, 2. I want it to be in between mango and cherry. So I'm going to count 0, 1, then where I want the avocado to be is here. That's position number 2. So I'm going to pass in fruits dot insert. So this insert takes in the position number, which is 2, and the element, which is avocado. So I just ran the code. If I call out fruits now, you are going to see avocado as the second element. Can you see? So that's it. So let's stop here, then continue from the next class. So this is an example of a list. So I have a variable called fruit, and I have multiple elements. Can you see that apple is a word, which I quote? We have mango, we have cherry, we have banana, and we have pineapple. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 elements. And whenever you are trying to pass in more than a single element into a variable, you have to put it in a list. The first one I did here, it was just a single word. So I didn't pass in a list. But whenever you are dealing with with more than one element, you have to pass it into a list. So, like I said, this is a collection which is ordered, changeable, and allows duplicates. Lists are always surrounded with square brackets. Can you see the square brackets here? So whenever you are passing in multiple elements, you have to surround it with a square bracket so that the computer can see it as a list. So this is a list now. And the reason why I said it is ordered is because if I'm trying to add another element to this variable here, it is going to come out as the last element. It's not going to come in between any of these. It's going to come out as the last element. And it is changeable in the sense that I can decide to change my mango to another fruit entirely. And it allows duplicate because it is indexed. I will explain what I mean by index when we get there. So now let's run this list. So I just run the variable. If I call out fruit now, it is going to return what I just saved inside. So now if I want to check the data type for this variable, I say type type fruits, can you see that it returned a list? It is not seeing this variable as a list because of this square bracket. Do you get? So the reason why I also said it is index is because now I have one apple here. The reason why I said it allows duplicate is because I have one apple here. If I'm to like write another apple, although I can't write it here again because I've already run the code, which is so I can't do something like this here anymore. So I have one apple here and I also have another apple. These two apples are not the same because lists are indexed. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is apple 0 while this is apple 5. The index number is what is making it different. Lists are always indexed. This is 0. It starts from 0. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is apple 0, while this is apple 5. Can you see that it is different? So I can't have this here again because I've already executed the query. If I want to have something like this here again, that means I have to change, sorry. So now